Hi, I'm Mackenzie. Thank you for joining me for this practice today, which is all about awakening and energizing the solar plexus chakra, the third chakra. We'll begin today in a child's pose for a few moments of meditation. Once you've found your comfortable seat, we're just going to take a few moments to observe and connect to the breath. And as we're doing that, you can think about sending that breath and awareness to the solar plexus chakra. This is our third chakra, located at the top of our belly. And this chakra is associated with our sense of self, our sense of confidence and purpose in life. You can visualize this chakra as a bright, glistening yellow orb or ball, growing and expanding with every breath. And throughout our practice, feel free to bring your visualization, to bring your awareness back to this chakra. The stronger you hold your intention and visualization of your intention, the more connected you'll be to it throughout your practice and throughout the rest of your day. When you're ready, you can gently blink your eyes open, and we're going to make our way into a supported child's pose. So for this, you can take a bolster or just a couple pillows, works perfect here too. You're gonna bring your big toes to connect, spread the knees wide, spread the hips wide. That's where you'll place your bolster for your chin or your cheek to rest on. Or you can do it prop free and just come into a child's pose, relaxing your belly into that area between your thighs. And as always, you can modify this with a block under your sit bones as well. Just find a comfortable, restorative child's pose for a few breaths. On the next inhale, you're going to shift your gaze forward. You can slowly walk your hands to the left, keeping a nice long spine. Then you can slowly walk your hands back towards the center and over towards the right. Take a couple rounds of breath here, lengthening through the spine on every exhale. And walk your hands back towards the center, lifting your gaze slightly and sinking back into child's pose. Inhale, shift your weight forward, come into tabletop. You want to stack your wrists underneath your shoulders. You want to stack your knees underneath your hips. We're going to take a couple rounds of cat-cow. So inhale cow, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale cat, round through the spine. Take a couple rounds of this at your own pace, moving with your breath. Continuing to send energy to that solar plexus chakra at the top of our belly. Take a few more rounds. You can meet me in a neutral spine, and then you're gonna sink your hips back, bring the big toes together, come into a child's pose again. On the next inhale, you're gonna come all the way down onto your belly, bringing your cheek to the mat. And you're going to bring your hands below your shoulders, setting yourself up for baby cobra. Inhale, lift the chest slightly, pushing down through the fingers. The gaze comes forward. And exhale, release back to the mat. Once more, lift the chest for baby cobra. Exhale, back down to the mat. This time you're going to lift your chest just a little bit more, sending your heart forward on the inhale and exhale back down to mat. Inhale, baby cobra, 2 more times, shining your heart forward, sending your energy to that solar plexus. Release and inhale once more, baby cobra. Option to stay here for 2 breaths or to come into a inverted boat pose by lifting 1 or 2 feet, either from the knees or from above the knees, engaging the thighs, engaging the glutes. Again, you can lift 1 leg or both here. Take whatever modification you'd like in this inverted boat and hold for 2 more breaths. Sending that energy to that area above your belly button and release everything back to the mat. Release your chin, release your arms, feel yourself be fully supported by the mat below you. And we're going to move through that sequence 1 more time to send that energy to that area of our solar plexus chakra 1 more time. So bring the elbows underneath the shoulders, inhale baby cobra, exhale lower back to the mat. Inhale, baby cobra, shine your heart forward, lift your chest. Exhale, back down to the mat. Inhale, coming into slightly larger cobra by lifting your chest slightly more and bending your arms a little less. And exhale, return back down to the mat. 1 more baby cobra. Inhale, lift the gaze and chest. Exhale, lower slowly back down to the mat. On the next inhale, you're going to come into whatever variation of that inverted boat, as I like to call it, you'd like to take. So you can lift 1 leg at the knee or above the knee. You can lift both legs. It's also called Sphinx pose. And lower your chin back down in the next exhale. Release your arms, release your legs. Feel yourself be fully supported by the mat below you. You can make your way from here into child's pose however you'd like. I like to do a little push-up from my knees, connect my big toes, bring my hips out wide, sink my bottom back, melt my chest towards the ground, and can feel your belly expand between your thighs here. It's always the option to take a block and put it underneath your sit bones here as well, or a bolster. Take a moment in this posture after that really engaging series to just sort of connect back to the breath, connect back to your intention and that area in your solar plexus chakra. On the next inhale, you're going to shift your weight forward, shift your gaze forward. We're going to come into a tabletop position. Adjust your knees so they are below your hips and your wrists are below your elbows and your shoulders. You're going to tuck the toes, send the hips back for downward facing dog. You want to think about sending the belly towards the thighs here. Pressing into your palms, pressing into your feet. Maybe you pedal it out. Checking in with your hips, checking in with the breath. Option 2, take a spinal roll by shifting your weight forward and rounding through the shoulders like high plank, then bending the knees and pushing back into your downward facing dog. You can take a couple rounds of this or whatever movement your spine and your body calls you to. On the next inhale, you're going to walk the feet forward up towards the hands, and you're going to come into a forward fold. So you want to take a nice bend in the knees, and you're going to think about connecting the belly towards the thighs. So take as much of a bend as you need for that to be comfortable. And then you can release your hands, release your head and neck towards the mat. On the next exhale, if you feel called to, you can join either elbow in the opposite hand for a ragdoll pose. If you take a ragdoll, perhaps you feel called to gently sway side to side. Maybe you gently shake your head no, and then nod your head yes. Maybe you just find stillness in Ragdoll. Wherever your body is calling you to today. Exhale, release the hands down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, creating a flat back. Exhale, fold. On the next inhale, you're going to stand up so slowly. Visualize stacking one vertebrae at a time on top of each other until we are in mountain pose with your palms open at your side. Standing with your feet together or about hips width distance apart. Either one is perfect. You want to make sure that your pelvis is neutral, so not tilting forward or back. This is what we mean when we say square the hips in yoga. And once you've found your comfortable stance, just take a few moments to connect to your breath, connect back to that solar plexus chakra, and our intention to bring energy and awareness to it. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Palms are facing one another. Take one more round of breath here and staying grounded through your feet. The next exhale, you're going to gently lean towards the right, creating a stretch through your side body. Keeping a gentle bend in the knees. Inhale back to center. And exhale, send your hands to the left. Your gaze follows your hands. Roll your shoulders back slightly so that your heart and chest are open. And inhale back to center. Joining your hands through heart center in prayer. We're going to bend into forward fold again, releasing our hands down towards the mat. There's the option to use a block or 2 blocks here to allow for a better connection of your belly to your thighs. On the next inhale, you're going to lift halfway, creating a flat back. So either bringing your hands to your shins or knees or wherever that is for you. Your gaze lifts slightly and exhale, fold. Release your hands back towards the mat. Step the feet back gently, one at a time, coming into our tabletop position as we lower the knees. From tabletop, you can make your way onto your bottom and then coming down onto your back. Bringing the soles of your feet to the mat and your knees together. We'll start with some gentle windshield wiper motions, side to side. You can walk your feet further or closer to the body as is necessary for your hips to feel comfortable and for your knees to be able to come closer to the ground. On the next inhale, you're going to grab both of your knees, give yourself a big hug, and you can rock it out, still moving with the breath, taking any final movements that you need. And when you're ready, you can release your legs, releasing your hands, and releasing your back to the ground as well. Coming into our final resting posture. You can lay with your palms flat on the ground to ground down or face up to receive. You can also place your hands on your belly for this meditation if that helps you bring your attention and your breath and your awareness back to that solar plexus chakra. Relaxing all the muscles in your face and neck and jaw, all the way down to your feet, and connecting back to your breath, checking back in with your breath, and just taking note of how it feels in the body today. And then just allow yourself for the next couple of moments to let go of any control that you may have of your breath, of any conscious control, and just allow the breath to just be for these next couple moments of sound healing. When you're ready, you can gently blink your eyes open, bring some awareness back into your body, wiggle your toes and your fingertips. And as you move throughout your day beyond our practice together, just try to take note of things that made you feel confident, made you feel happy and have a sense of purpose today, and know that that is expansive of your solar plexus chakra as well. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today.